also known as PKD, and there's no treatment or cure. In fact, it's one of the most common life-threatening genetic diseases. Since there is no treatment or cure, the only two options are dialysis or transplant. I had my aha moment when I discovered the difference between dialysis and transplant, above and beyond just the inconvenience of dialysis, but the quality of life benefits of transplant and preemptive transplant and getting a transplant from a living donor. It made all the difference in the world for me in terms of what path I wanted to take.
Whether you're a living donor or become a deceased donor, I'm very passionate about it because of being a nurse and seeing all of the good and positive stories that come from organ donation.
Melissa Blevins runs the solid organ transplant unit at Mayo Clinic in Phoenix, Arizona. Every day she hears about people who die because no donor organs were available. And the day she saw 2 little children die for that reason, her life changed forever.
Turned a corner for me, and I thought, you know, we've just got to do more. I've got to do more.
I just feel so grateful that I was able, through this gift, to bypass the need to be on dialysis. Most people are on dialysis first, and because they're waiting. There's an average of 5 years on the waiting list to get a kidney from a deceased donor. And Melissa's gift allowed me to give someone else my place in line. Most people can't survive 5 years waiting for a deceased donor.
It occurred to me, okay, well, I'm not really walking the talk here. And so it was really an opportunity to walk the talk. And then I met Risa, and we just clicked, and it was as if all of my intention funneled into that one encounter.
We felt a kindred spirit when we first met. We didn't realize that the lab results would tell us that we're not only kindred spirits, but we are sister-like in HLA matching. So that was pretty amazing. It was the last thing that I ever expected, and yet when she had offered, that missing piece of the puzzle just slipped into place.
It was surprising to me, the highlight of my life so far. I knew it would be great, but I didn't know how great. But I think that's part of the emotional magnitude of the event.
I don't know if I can even put it into words. I'm just overwhelmed by her spirit, her selflessness, her desire to not only be passionate about the value of living donation, but to be walking the talk. It's extraordinary to have somebody in your life that was willing to not just go the distance, to go above and beyond in her position and give me life, give me a new chance at life, and optimize my remaining years.
I was never comfortable. People, oh, you're a hero. I was never comfortable with that. I'm not a hero. I'm just one person doing what I can where I can. That's how I see it. In fact, I feel better than I did before the nephrectomy. But I feel good when I think of Risa, when I see her, just to watch her bounce back metabolically. That is the gift for me. I get tired sometimes, but I never tire of seeing Risa or patients like Risa bouncing back. To me, success would look like if other people would look at me and say, oh, if she can do that, I can do that.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a new lease on life. I didn't imagine how, I knew that my life was going to get better, and initially after transplant, you have to get the meds right, and you've just had for me, I had my native kidneys out, so it was a little larger surgery, and so there was that period of time of just getting through the process of recovery. And I think really above all else, my feeling of gratitude, this deep sense of gratitude that I think I've always been a person that appreciated what came my way, but the gratitude, the sense of gratitude that I feel right now, and my world just feels more vibrant. I seem to be observing more things and attracting more things into my life and passing that on. Being proactive. Staying ahead of the 8 ball, staying ahead of my disease. Instead of chasing my health, I decided to step outside that box and say, okay, what can I do? The thing that clicked for me in my heart and also logically is when I decided that I wasn't going to just advocate on behalf of myself, that I was going to advocate on behalf of all those in need. And when you have 86,000 people waiting in the United States, I thought I could be a voice for them. And once I stepped out of I'm a patient, I'm sick, I need, into a role of I stand beside 86,000 people in need. And if I can make a difference, like Melissa has made a difference, ultimately our messages will allow others to say, wow, if they were able to do that, if she could achieve that, perhaps I can too. One doesn't realize how special the act of helping others is until they actually get into that role and experience something so phenomenal. Right now I'm a voice for those behind me, but the joy of knowing that I was able to take my name off that list and let somebody else take my place to get a little further up the list was, the gift within the gift within the gift.
This is really what I believe in. This is what I stand for, and yeah, I made it real.